always knew I was gonna be wealthy. On the run, we are here in Bruges, Belgium. We just wrapped up an event of 350 plus people inside of the hotel. We stepped outside for a few moments. I'm here with my business partner, best friend, Mr. Matthew Rosa, Chairman 250 in the company. Crazy. But today, we're going to discuss
the invite. In all honesty, the invite is one of those things that took my business from point A to point Z. No matter where you're at in your career, you're gonna be inviting if you're always in phase one, right? That's what Eric Worre says. You gotta stay in phase one in the event that you want to continue to become one of the best, right? So I found an invite that really worked. Austin, that time, I first started in Imarketslive. Austin flew down to Miami. There was no team in Miami. He tells me, pack out an event. We had an event on a rooftop, and it was about 45, 50 people. And those 45, 50 people, first event ever, no network. I had blown out my network from previous endeavors and all the excuses under the sun. We packed it out utilizing this invite.
So guys, this is probably one of the most important parts when it comes to building your business. This video is strictly for the marketers out there, strictly for the builders, the leaders, and the new people involved in the industry, because if you can master the invite, this is a skill set that if you can literally master, you can take yourself to new levels. You can take yourself to that six-figure income. So this is definitely one for the books. So I'll let you kick it off. You are the master of inviting.
Thank you, sir. So it's a four-step process. 4 steps to success. But here's the thing, you need to follow these steps in numerical order. It has to be in numerical order. If it's not, then you're gonna find yourself stumbling along the way. You know, when a baby comes out of the womb, it doesn't immediately start running. The baby learns how to roll over, then it learns how to crawl, then it learns how to keep its balance holding on to something, then it learns how to keep its balance not holding on to something. It takes a few steps. Before you know it, 2 years later, it's running. But in the event that it skips a step, then what happens? It falls, and there's only so many times that you can fall without wanting to get back up. Follow each step in numerical order. Step number 1, step number 2, step number 3, step number 4. First step, it has to be in a hurry. Step number 1 is gonna be in a hurry. The reason that you wanna be in a hurry is simple. It's simple. You see, a lot of the times that people don't show up to these events that you throw, they don't show up to the calls that you throw and invite them to, it's one reason, because they do not respect your time. If we were walking around right now and we saw, you know, Drake walking around, and one of your favorite celebrities, maybe your favorite athlete, you would immediately try to snap a selfie with them because you know that they're gonna be onto something bigger and better. You know how much their time is worth and you respect their time. Another reason that you wanna be in a hurry is because of the fact that there's a time and a place for everything, and asking questions on the invite is not the time nor the place. Guys, simply put, explaining a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity, such as the foreign exchange markets, simply put, over the phone, during the invite is not the time or the place. And here's what happens for you new individuals that are getting started. You may get caught in a situation where you may not know the answer to the question. And what happens, this is your level of credibility. It begins to lower and lower and lower. The invite is your first impressions. And you know what they say, first impressions last a lifetime.
So the reason why you want to be in a rush is because, as Matt explained, people want what they can't have. If you call Bill Gates, which I have not done, but I assume if you would call the most successful entrepreneurs in the world, if you call LeBron James, Drake, you call any of these individuals who are highly successful, they are never just bored, chilling, hanging out. Take those words out of your vocabulary. So whenever you call, always be in a rush. You're always walking into a meeting, you're always jumping on a call, you're always doing something, so your time is more valuable. Also, this eludes the fact that people will try to ask you, well, what is it? Well, can you tell me more? No, I already told you I'm in a rush. So when you already establish that fact, they already know your time is valuable, you're straight to the point.
Step number 2, remember, step number 1, be in a hurry. Step number 2 is that you have to clear their schedule. There's no smoke and mirrors. You just want to make sure that they're available for that date, right? So if I ask Austin, you know, ring, ring, yo, AG, what are you doing, bro?
Nothing, just hanging out, playing Call of Duty.
Nice, nice. I'm actually running into the gym right now, so I'm in a hurry. I have a very, very packed schedule today, but let me ask you, Wednesday at 3 p.m., what are you up to?
I'm free, wow, what's up?
Bingo, we're gonna stop right there. He's free. Had he said that he was busy, you wanna have a backup date in your back pocket. You want to make sure that they're available to show up and grow up for your opportunity.
Guys, this is one of the most important steps, because if you do not clear the schedule, this will allow them to possibly make an excuse later on in the conversation to say,
And it happens.
oh, well, my goldfish has a funeral tomorrow, I actually can't attend that. Or, oh, I actually have to clean up the trash tomorrow, I can't go or jump on that call. So when you clear their schedule, it's showing respect to the fact that you're already clearing that schedule to know if they're free or not. If they are not free, what I personally choose to do is I jump off the phone as fast as possible. Matt, like he said, you can do one of the both. You can either have a backup date or another scheduled time ready to go, or I immediately jump off, because when you clear the schedule, if they say they're busy, if they say they're working or they're not available, this is when you want to not explain more, talk more. This is where you literally jump off the phone, or you have that backup date available. Okay, Wednesday at 8, are you free, Matt? No? Okay, what about Friday at 3 p.m.? No, I'm working. Okay, what about Sunday at 6 o'clock? No? Okay. You're always constantly backing up another date so you can follow up with them. But what I usually do is I hang up right away. Why? Because then they're gonna wonder why did Matt just call me and ask me what I'm doing at Friday at 3 o'clock? And he hung up immediately when he said that I wasn't free. Leaves them to question that. So always clear the schedule so they can't back out later on in the conversation. You already cleared the schedule.
So be in a hurry, clear schedule. Step number 3 is gonna be add value. In my opinion, humbly, adding value is the most important part. You see, if you're inviting in any other method other than picking up the phone and dialing and calling them and talking to them, you're absolutely doing it wrong. Email blast, Facebook post, text messages, any other method other than picking up the phone and dialing is completely wrong. Here's why. I promise you there's a method to my madness. Here's the ideology behind it, right? If you pick up the phone, then they can hear your voice inflection, they can hear your tonality. If you don't pick up the phone and speak to them, they cannot hear your voice inflection, they cannot hear your tonality. So what does that mean? They can't hear your excitement. And if they can't hear your excitement, do you really have a reason to be expecting them to be excited for you?
Nope. Guys, enthusiasm is the most contagious form of human emotion. So be excited, add value to the call. One thing that I also like to do is also compliment them. I also ask their opinion. People always want to talk about themselves. What are people's favorite radio stations? WIIFM. What's in it for me? So I'm always asking their opinion. I'm not talking about one of the 5 words. I'm not talking about network marketing. I'm not talking about business. I'm not talking about opportunity. I'm not talking about forex. And I'm not talking about money. I keep it short and simple. KISS, keep it super simple. So always add value. Guys, if you're not excited on the call, why would you expect somebody else to be excited? If I call Matt and I say, hey Matt, there's a purple donkey in my bedroom. He's gonna be like, dude, you're weird, what? If I'm like, Matt, there's a purple donkey in my bathroom. He's gonna be like, wait, there's a purple donkey in Austin's bathroom right now. It's a crazy analogy, but understand the point that there needs to be something a little different about you. Don't be over eccentric. Don't be too hyped up that they're like, why is he being weird? But there has to be something a little different about you. Be a little bit more excited than you usually are. Stand up, have more posture. Add that little extra value to the call to give them a reason to understand there's something different about you on this phone call to keep them interested and pique their interest.
Be in a hurry, clear schedule, add value. Last but not least, step number 4. Take it away. You see, naturally, people want what it is that they can't have. If you're a girl, you want the guy that you can't have. If you're a guy, you want the girl that you can't have. You're on a diet, you want the food that you can't have. Naturally, we want what it is that we can't have. And in the event that you take it away from them, a lot of the times I've gone ahead after inviting them, after they say yes, I immediately tell them, hey, I'm gonna text you the information, you have an amazing day. Before they can say goodbye, boom, hanging up. A little people may think that's harsh, but here's the thing, it causes curiosity. And that curiosity is what's gonna hook them and allow them to confirm your potential meeting, your potential phone call, your potential webinar, whatever the case may be, right? So let's run an invite from the very, very top. I'd love for them to see this. Notice, dial, ring, ring.
Hello.
What's going on, AG? How are you?
I'm good. What's up, man?
Right now I'm actually in a hurry running into a meeting, but let me ask you, Wednesday, 8 p.m., what are you doing, bro?
Wednesday, nothing. Why?
Perfect. So a few friends of mine and I, we're getting together and we're gonna be masterminding, right? And we're launching something pretty big. But before we launch it, I wanna go ahead and I wanna introduce you to these individuals. I've already spoke about you, they know exactly who you are. 8 p.m. Wednesday, I'm gonna text you over the information. Sound good?
What is it?
Man, like I said, I'm running in a hurry, my friend. There's a time and a place for everything, and explaining something like this over the phone is not enough time, and it's not the place. So with that said, I got you. I'm gonna text you over the information at 8 p.m. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Bye. Click. And there you have it. Step 1, be in a hurry. Step 2, clear the schedule. Step 3, add value. And step 4, you want to take it away.
Take it away. People have a greater fear of loss than a desire to gain. We'll say it one more time. People want what they can't have. This is a universal law. You cannot argue the physics of the universe. What I usually do, and what you'll oftentimes see, is when they ask you, well, what is it? Can you tell me more? Or I'm not going to show up if you don't tell me. This is a time to have posture, not to break down. This is not a time where you answer questions, you explain more about your opportunity. This is where you keep it short. And usually what I do is I say, look, Bob, it's all good. If you can't show up, this is what I say. And this is an example. Matt may use something a little different. I use something a little different. But don't take it word for word. Use the point of analogy. I say, look, it's all good, Bob. If you can't come, I'm going to cross your name off my list, and I'm going to give your seat away to somebody else. I have about 20 people on the list right now. You're one of the first people I call, and I can only bring 5 people. Are you in or you out? You don't need to chase anybody. People need you more than you need them. Understand that. People need you more than you need them. Have posture. This is not a time to break down, like I said, and you need to be able to take it away from them because, like we said, people want what they can't have.
So, guys, I want you guys to understand that this is not a suggestion. This is pure instruction. Follow these steps in numerical order and watch the ratio of individuals that show up and grow up for your opportunities skyrocket.
And fight!